Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So today we're looking at the Batwoman show, and more specifically why Batman isn't involved. So I found this really interesting article on The Wrap, and they actually talked to a producer on the Batwoman show, and what she said is, and she's an executive producer, and what she said is Batwoman will see Gotham City after the Dark Knight has left. It's a post-Batman Gotham City. So that's really interesting. It makes me wonder, because she says Batman has left, or, well, she says the Dark Knight has left. So he's left that, I wonder how much thought went into that. Has he, literally got up and left Gotham City? Has he retired? Has he, died somehow? What's the deal with that? So that really makes me wonder if they've thought about Batman all that much as far as what he, has been up to. This does confirm, though, that he did exist in the CW universe at some point in time. It also kind of makes sense as far as a Batwoman show, because they don't want it to focus too much on Batman as to why Batman isn't around and why Batwoman is around and why she's essentially stepped in and filled that role. Now, this is very different than in the comics, of course, where Batman and Batwoman exist at the same time. I don't really see why that couldn't be the case in this show, but I do understand why they would want Batwoman to stand on her own. They definitely had that same concern with Supergirl, although they've certainly been able to work Superman in on that show, so I'm not really sure why Batman can't exist with Batwoman. It does seem like, though, with these shows, for some reason or another, they don't seem to want to have Batman just at all, or very little. I know Gotham, the Fox show, they really stayed away from having Batman at all for quite a long time, and now they've kind of got him in, but it's mostly as Bruce Wayne, and I don't know, even that is somewhat limited. The same thing with the CW shows. We haven't seen Batman at all, and the the Titans show on the DC streaming app, we have seen Batman a tiny bit. So, for some reason, it seems like the shows really shy away from showing Batman for whatever reason. Now, I'm kind of wondering why that is. Why do they not want to show Batman? Why, what's the concern with that? Do they not want to compete with the movies, perhaps? But then there's no Batman movies, so I really don't know. So, the other thing, too, with this Batwoman show, it's really going to be starting a new line of shows, probably. It's going to be the first. My hope is they are also going to make a Superman show as their next new show. I really think that it could happen. This basically confirms, though, that there's never going to be a Batman show, at least not anytime soon. But as far as a Superman show, I really think that could happen. There's a fair amount of positive feeling about the actor, Tyler Hoechlin, and sometimes he's written as kind of a weak Superman, but I think he plays the role just fine. So on his own show, if it was just a Superman show, I think it would be really good, potentially. But getting a little sidetracked here. The thing, though, about Batwoman is it's going to be essentially a new line of shows, I'm thinking, because Arrow's heading into its eighth season. The Flash is heading into its 6th season. So a lot of these shows are starting to show their age in a variety of ways. And yeah, we know Batwoman's gonna be there for sure, because we've already seen her in the Elseworlds crossover event that took place back in December. It's just strange to me that they really aren't showing anything of Batman. I think maybe if they were to show him in some flashbacks that Batwoman has, because he has to be what inspired her, or she wouldn't even have taken up the cowl. So I'm really kind of curious why they've decided to go this way with it. I mean, really, they could have just made a Batman show, but I am looking forward to this, as long as they don't muck it up. I mean, the characters are cool in the comics. Batwoman's a cool character, and they cast a good actress, and they've got some good villains already lined up and everything. So it could be good, but again, I have concerns. Like I talked about in one of my other videos, the director they'd originally lined up to film the show has already left, so David Nutter is gone, and they do have a new director, but it just makes me kind of wonder why he left. Hopefully it's not anything to do with the show itself, because, I mean, as this article even states, this is the closest we're going to be getting to Batman or a Batman show. So hopefully Batwoman will live up to Batman and be as good as his show could potentially be. I don't know. I'm curious to see why they're doing this. You know, they did actually say, though, that the CW does have a very high percentage of female viewers, and a lot of their shows, like Gossip Girl and all that, have kind of gone away. That maybe they're focusing more on trying to bring in more female viewers, which, you know, they've been doing with Supergirl and I guess Batwoman too, but I'm not really sure if that's true. That could just be hearsay, because I know a lot of women would watch a Batman show too, so maybe, I wonder if it has, no, I was going to say, I wonder if it has something to do with licensing, but the CW and Warner Brothers, they're all owned by the same people, so to me it's strange there isn't a Batman show, but I am still hopeful for Batwoman. Really, I want there to be a Superman show, you know, that's the one I would watch, but I will definitely give Batwoman a shot when it comes out. But that's all for now. Let me know down below what you think. Why do you think there's no Batman show, and why do you think there won't be one anytime soon? Not anytime in the near future, that's for sure. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And as always, thank you for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.
End of line.